Superman jump to the top of that mountain. The only thing I do is Superman that hoe, actually. I crank that soldier boy. Boom, crank that soldier boy. And then I Superman that hoe. Go to the top. Everyone wants me to go to the top of the mountain. Alright, I'll go to the top of the mountain. This thing right up here, well, I mean, we'll give it a shot. Just gotta jump up to the top of this mountain. There's a lot of moving left and right involved. Wow. There's a special pickaxe up there on the mountain. Don't tease me, man. Don't tease me. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter. Hey, your mega pickaxe is broken. Why are we making such shoddy tools? The miners are never going to be able to, you know, retire if they keep having to buy like 8 pickaxes a day. It's a little scary up here now, but... You missed it? It's on the... What do you mean it's on the other side? It's a circle, and there's like, you know, a lot of chat delay here. I don't know what the other side is. I'm facing the west right now. Oh, it's just right here. It's the notched axe. Lovely. I've been working on the throat of the world all the livelong day. Is this what people mean when they're like, I could play this game forever? Look at all the features it has, including mining, also gathering. Yeah, I was on top of the throat of the world talking to Parthenax, and he was like, "Ooh, find the Elder Scrolls," and I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." Burner. Hey, the game also has cooking. I forgot about that.
In the dream, I was standing someplace high up, a tower or a mountain.
Wow. And everyone was naked.
It was just before dawn.
And I had a final exam, but I hadn't gone to any of the classes, and I panicked.
And then I would wake up.
Were the Greybeards any help? Did they know anything about the shout used against Alduin?
Lisa Kudrow. Why are you asking me these rhetorical questions, then you walk away?
You're back.
Are you salty about Wimbledon today? Heck no, man. The fact that a Canadian made the made the finals of a major tennis tournament is amazing. You know, we had like 0 all time, and then last year or 2 years ago we had Eugenie Bouchard, and this year we had Miles Raonic. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Canada's taking over the tennis world, man.
Pretty puzzle.
Brock Lesnar won at UFC 200 last night. He was wrestling under the Canadian flag. Get ready, it's all gearing up to
what learning there is in Skyrim is
to Rio 2016.
One of the mages there may be able to put you on the trail of this Elder Scroll.
Alright, I love when they say the title of the game. This Elder Scroll. Well,
You've been paying attention to
can you do a Matthew McConaughey impression?
Only you can find
Alright, this is Matthew McConaughey.
and avoid the end of the world.
He's your voice, because it's too easy to just do alright. So, what if you did Matthew McConaughey as the voice of your GPS, and it's urgently telling you you're going in the wrong direction? Turn right, turn right, turn right. It's not very good. That's okay. Goodbye, Esteban. Very good. Why aren't you watching the finals of the Euros, NL? Because I live in North America. You only care about Euros if you live in North America, if you have, like, a European grandfather or something like that. And then, you know, that's, like, the one... That in the World Cup means that, like, once every 2 years, you figure out the ancestral origins... Oh, Jesus. Of, like, all of your friends who are actually, like, 5th-generation Canadians. Yeah, well, I have a Portuguese great-grandfather on my mother's side, allegedly, according to Ancestry.com.
Smart man.
Ryan's Lucky Eggs resubscribed, says, stay grounded in reality and confront your real-world problems, egg friend. I always will. Thank you for the Nick reference. I appreciate it. Real talk, though, I was born in Portugal and moved to Canada. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, you let your national pride fly. You know, for all the times I talk about, you know, oh, Canada this, Canada that on the show, be hypocritical of me to suggest otherwise. But I grew up in an area that was like, you know, the most exotic person was like 1/16th from England. So in my circle of longtime acquaintances, it's really like, hey, I didn't know you were Dutch. And you're like, well, I'm not really Dutch, but I cheer for the Netherlands because my grandfather went on a business trip to Holland once and he brought me back, you know, a wheat brownie. 32 years ago. Canada can't win any sports because they put fucking ham on pizza. Like, I actually didn't know that ham on pizza was weird, but we do that in Canada all the time. It tastes delicious. Is ham on pizza weird? Because it's so normal here that I did not even notice it being weird. Like, it never even dawned on me that it could possibly be considered strange until Sinvicta was like, anybody that puts ham on pizza is a fucking idiot. Like, I didn't realize that in America, you know, some meats are off limits to put on pizza. Sinvicta, chat's turning on you, man. Did you know Hawaiian pizza was actually invented in Canada? Oh, Sinvicta. Even other Americans are going, what are you doing here? It's nonsensical. Ham on pizza is an American classic. Let's make it worse by putting pineapple on pizza. You Americans have such a narrow view on cuisine. Excuse me? Dude! I just yored ya! Oh god, I may actually die though. Hold up. I'm dead. Wow, you just killed me! And I put my hand over my mouth to say, wow, the rudeness. Who cares what people put on their pizza, though? I agree with that. Even when I was in Korea, you know, they'll put mustard on their pizza, mayonnaise, not just potatoes, but sweet potatoes, corn. These are, like, all really common toppings. And you're still like, this is a little weird, but it's still pizza. Like, I would take, like, a pepperoni pizza over a sweet potato and mustard pizza any day of the week. But, it was still okay. Don't they eat pickles with pizza in Korea? Yeah, maybe I've never talked about that on the show. If you go to, like, a pizza place, there's, like, a chain, there's Pizza Huts and stuff like that, but there's a chain there called Mr. Pizza, and they give you, like, a side of sweet pickles if you order pizza. But then also, when I lived in Daegu, which is, like, the third largest city, like several million people, there was like a fancy kind of like boutique Italian restaurant that opened, and one time I went there and I was like, yeah, I'll have like a, you know, prosciutto pizza or whatever it was, and then when it came out, they still gave me a side of pickles. It's not even like just a weird thing, that's just normal. It's like if you go to a restaurant where you're paying like 30 bucks for food, you're getting a side of fucking pickles, I'll tell you that much. Why pickles? I honestly have no idea. I don't dislike pickles either. I don't really like sweet potatoes. I'm more of like a dill man myself, but, you know, far be it from me to criticize it. It's a little unusual by our standards, but more power to them, I guess, you know? We found where Shackleton died. You don't like sweet potatoes? What kind of person are you? First off, I reject the premise of the question that not liking sweet potatoes is weird. I think that's fairly normal, especially if you grow up and you're eating, like, exclusively in the potato family regular potatoes, you know, russets, let's say. Omala, thank you for the Ah! It's this guy again! Omala, thank you for the resubscription. Then you taste the sweet potato. I think it's fairly natural to be like, this is weird. Oh my god, this guy is he's a dick, man. But I actually like sweet potatoes. I just don't like sweet potatoes on pizza very much. I don't like regular potatoes on pizza very much. Only recently, at least up here, have sweet potatoes become kind of a, you know, a food that's more popular. You know, as kind of like a slow carb version of the regular potato, and also as an alternative to regular fries. So, you know, give it a while for attitudes to change, I think, and we'll see how it happens. I'd order sweet potatoes on pizza. That's strange. I mean, it's strange by Western sensibilities. If you go to Seoul, you're not going to have any problems finding a pizza buddy to get the same toppings as you. Oh, good. One way is a saber-toothed tiger. The other way is the freaking dragon of hell. Pierogi pizza is fucking dope. I've never had pierogi pizza, but I'm extremely pro pierogies. A couple of years ago, I went to the doctor, and then they were like, you know, you seem relatively healthy, but your blood sugar is a little bit on the high side of normal, you know, for someone of your age and other statistics. What's going on with that? Like, what's your diet like? And I was like, well, you can get like a kilogram of frozen pierogies at the grocery store for like $3. So I've been eating a lot of pierogies. And she's like, yeah, cut that out. Don't eat so many pierogies. That's how much I like pierogies. I nearly gave myself type 2 diabetes from consuming them. Now pierogies are a sometimes food. I agree, it's a lot of carbs. It's pretty much the antithesis of like a healthy meal, you know? It's dough and potatoes, cheese, and then like a pork product. There's like a little protein, a medium amount of fat, and an awful lot of carbohydrates. Your doctor always puts you on blast, NL? Yo, I don't surround myself with yes men. I want people to be honest with me. If my doctor says, hey, stop eating pierogies, you're gonna, you know, your foot's gonna become gangrenous in like 15 years. I'll be like, shit, I like pierogies, I don't like them that much. I never understood that people were like, you know, hey, my doctor says I gotta change my life. So I got a second opinion, you know? Now I got a much better doctor. I like that my doctor's proactive. If it's Polish, why is it popular in North America? Yeah, I think pierogies are just one of those foods that, you know, are ubiquitous. They're delicious. It's like pizza. You know, it's spread over the entire world as a result of its own delicious merits. I wish I could have a ravioli-only diet. Yeah, dude. I'm with you. Like, I'm not much of a pasta man, but, you know, stuffed pastas, raviolis, all-time classics. I just got on what the fuck's a pierogi. A pierogi is basically a dumpling. Do you know what a gyoza is? Or if you go to like a Japanese or a Chinese restaurant, if you ordered a dumpling. It is dough, inside of which is a filling, usually made of mashed potatoes and a form of cheese. And then it's sealed up and boiled, fried, or baked. NL is lost in a blizzard. In my defense, I do live in Vancouver. It snows here about, you know, once every 3 years, so I might have lost my ability to navigate in the snow. This happened to me in Far Cry 4 as well. Excuse me! That's what I call fast food. Yo, there should be no debate. Pierogies are freaking delicious. You don't need to have a discussion about it. Just go eat one. I can't imagine not liking pierogies, even if you're a picky eater. What, do you not like dough? Do you not like mashed potatoes? Do you not like cheese? I had one friend, he didn't like pizza. But I always thought that maybe he was just trying to get like the credit for not liking pizza. Like, he just wanted to be like a hipster. Because he also was like, you know, my favorite fruit? Fucking lemons, dude. Hook me up. Just give me a lemon, no problem.
Cross the bridge at your own peril.
What is up with your head?
And the gate will not open.
Vegans, dog. Well, obviously, if you're vegan, you should know that pierogies aren't for you. Why are you closed?
To assist those seeking the wisdom of the college.
Was it Nick? No. But Nick reminds me of him. And he also said he likes eating lemons. Which I think is just, there must have been some kind of conference for these people where they said, hey, you just go back to your hometowns and tell everybody you like to eat lemons. It'll really fuck them up. Do you know what a square sausage is, though? I have no idea what a square sausage is, honestly.
The question now is, what can you offer the college?
I think we both know I'll succeed here.
No, I'm afraid I don't know anything.
This lady has no sense of humor whatsoever. It's a sausage that is square. Is this an American thing? That seems like it would be an American thing. They'd be like, in the Midwest, we make our sausages squares. What's your policy on Scrapple? Not the board game Scrabble, but the food item. Scrapple. I don't know what Scrapple is. What is Scrapple? Scrapple, also known as pan haws or pan rabbit, a traditionally mush of pork scraps and trimmings combined with cornmeal and wheat flour and spices. The description of that sounds horrible, but I bet it's delicious.
I think you'll be a superb addition to the college.
It's all of the garbage parts of the pig mixed with cornmeal. This sounds pretty bad. It's gross, but also delicious. I'm okay with that. Pierogies are big here in Pittsburgh. There's burgers with pierogies in them here. Ask Josh. I've talked with Josh about pierogies on many occasions. We're both of the opinion that it may well be the perfect food. And yeah, I guess there's a lot of pierogi culture in Pittsburgh. I don't know why, from like a, you know, diaspora standpoint, but that's pretty dope, man. I'm for it. Haggis is dope, but you can only eat it a couple times a year or you get sick of it. I would eat haggis. Which I don't think that makes me like, you know, some kind of like daredevil or anything like that. But I ate blood pudding. I do not enjoy it. Or blood sausage. Do not enjoy it. You know, what's the worst that can happen? You eat some food that sounds gross, you taste it. If it tastes gross, you know, have a drink of water, you're good.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
That is why you're never gonna get laid. You haven't figured out how to talk like a normal person. Okay. Have you ever had balut? No. See that? I might draw the line there.
Welcome, as I was saying.
As he was saying.
Is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile.
Yeah, it's volatile and dangerous, kids. Listen up.
It can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear.
Yo, but the college, from an administrative standpoint, forces me to teach prerequisites that, you know, cover foundational knowledge you already had to possess to get in here, just so we can extend your education artificially by another year or two, thus giving us the operational budget necessary to continue to survive.
But we've only just arrived here. It's no secret that the college's reputation is...
Yo, dude, the professor's talking.
Been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
Okay. I think we should learn something. In real life, safety should be more important. But I think we should learn something practical.
Is that so? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Stand right over there. I'll cast a spell at you. Now, cast the
Told ya.
word spell and keep it up.
That's the best you can do.
That's not the ward spell. You tell me I should not light this dude on fire. I'm ready.
Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start.
This dude is seriously just here to do his research. He has no interest in lecturing.
Perhaps I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us.
What kind of society is this? I suggest we meet there in a few hours. Yo, this isn't how we function. You should be like, hey, let's meet there at noon. You can't just be, yeah, just, when should we be there? Oh, why are you being such a bitch about it? A few hours. Oh, I've been waiting here for 3 hours. You haven't showed up yet. Maybe you should have given me a time, you dumb jerk. I'm looking for an Elder Scroll.
Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy?
I need to find one. I was told you could help me. Could you just stop being so uncool about this and give me the mythical Elder Scroll? 5, Skyrim.
Don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture.
Add in some pig scraps. You got a good recipe for scrapple.
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
Yo, those are dangerous words around here. I'm not gonna murder him yet. Let's learn everything we possibly can. And then we kill them. It's a great lesson for Skyrim. It's a great lesson for life.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Jesus Christ, everyone here's so snobby. Somebody in chat suggested I'm middle-aged. Calling it a 27-year-old person middle-aged implies that you yourself... Well, first off, it implies that they're gonna die when they're 54. Which, you know, look up the freaking Wikipedia article on average lifespans based on country around the world. Is not true for most of the developed world, but apart from that, that's like a 10-year-old's attitude. I'm not trying to call you 10. I'm just saying if you're like, oh my god, your sister's 27. Is that young or old? It's ancient. She's almost a senior citizen. Do I have the soul of a middle-aged man? That's possible. I value equity. I try to consider myself a man of principles. I don't eat lemons recreationally. That's a young man's game. But to suggest I'm middle-aged is quite silly, in my opinion. Talk to a 40-year-old. They're gonna think a 27-year-old is basically a teenager. Talk to a teenager, they're gonna think a 27-year-old's basically 40. It's an awkward middle age. Canada has a life expectancy of like 80. That is correct. It's like 80.4 for men and like 85.1 for women or something like that. I don't think I'm ever gonna have a midlife crisis, which I understand is probably something that like everybody who's ever had a midlife crisis has said. But like I have no interest in the trappings of youth, apart from like not having like, you know, an extra 30% risk year over year of having a heart attack, or decade over decade of having a heart attack. I don't really care about, you know, fast cars and dive bars. I don't care about fast food and good boots. It doesn't have to rhyme. It just has to be Tom Waits. He told you wait a few hours. Oh, god damn it. What? No. That's too many. 1 hour is a few hours now? This is just like when Your professor is like, hey, we're gonna have like an optional class this Thursday. Hope you guys can all make it. And then it's just you and like the other try-hard kid in the class that are hoping to get a letter of reference. Alright, let's do it.
Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
Dude, you have no idea how much experience I have in the private sector. You tell me to stay close to you? You have no idea the mages I've killed.
I find it hard to believe this excavation was approved.
Look, dude. Just listen to the professor, okay? I know you're a freshman. You were probably top of your class in high school. You think you're hot shit. Nobody cares, alright? I'm here to get an education. This actually, though, would never be approved. You have to sign a freaking waiver to come down this rickety staircase.
This is an exciting opportunity for us.
I don't have any questions.
Ah, yes.
Oh, yes, the hands-on experience we were supposed to do down here, of course. What's your limit for trying delicacies? I think I have an elegant description that minimizes my hypocrisy. If I think something will taste bad, but people tell me it's good, I will try it. If I think the idea of eating something will actually make me vomit, then that's where I'd maybe draw the line. Like balut, for example. Well, let me start with the other way. I don't really like turnips, but I haven't tried one in like 5 years. If somebody was like, oh, you gotta try these turnips, I'd be like, I'd eat them, and then if I didn't like them, I'd just be like, it's not really my style. But if somebody was like, this 100-year-old duck egg with the embryo still inside is so good, I'd be like, you know what? Why don't you enjoy the whole thing? I'm not really in the mood for it right now.
Well, certainly none of this will benefit my research.
Everyone at this college is an asshole. You need to get out of academia and actually, like, talk to normal people so that you can become a well-adjusted member of society, because this is goddamn ridiculous. You know, even in a workplace, people disagree with one another. They come together for coffee. You know, how are the kids? How's the wife? What'd you do this weekend? You get out to the cottage this summer? Like, it's not, everything's not about your goddamn research, Arniel. You work in an underground cave. Let's get some semblance of reality going on here. You've been away from university for too long, NL? This isn't really that far from real life. That's what I'm saying, like, if you're, like, 24, spend a couple of years outside of university before you go back for your PhD. Otherwise, you end up like Arniel Gain right here. Just saying, for no reason. Oh, look at that. Enchanted ring. I'm the world's greatest. Oh, there's an amulet for us as well. Alright, problem solved. Do your job for you. Don't say I never did nothing for you.
What in the world was that racket?
It's pretty crazy. You just walked up and enrolled to college after slaughtering a family of wolves mere moments prior and an emperor like a week ago. That's the thing, like, you never know, especially, you know, as a mature student, what your classmates have done in their life before they enroll in college.
Cannot be stopped. The order is watching.
Welcome to Good Sarthal, home of the Good Sarthal. Can I introduce you to the order?
Can you tell me more about what you saw?
It said something about danger ahead in a Sigic order. I don't know, I wasn't really listening. I was trying to think of a Good Burger reference in my head.
Order? Danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Sigic...
I've spent my whole life inside of this college and there's never been danger.
Their order in a long time.
The world is a very safe stone building, containing many old books.
Be careful.
Find out, Tove, dear, everything is alright. You'll be the one to get you a co-op placement. I still call it co-op placements in America. Internship. Internship maybe is a more universal word. Fascinating! Alright, Tove, dear. Just slaughtered some zombies. What's next? I like that dickhole whose job this is had never bothered to pull the necklace off the wall. Yeah, there's some truth to that. Look at that. Do I get an A+ now, Professor? Find the danger within Sarthal. Okay. Is Tolfdir gonna follow me, or is he gonna send his student? Oh my god! Out on like a suicide mission here. Excuse me, Kren Sozel? Okay, that ward did not do quite as much as I thought it would. I'm thinking, what if you do this? Snake, snake. Eagle. Eagle. Whale, whale. is not correct. Then somebody said the answers are above the statues. Oh, that's it? I've given it, like, almost a little too much credit. Look, from a video game perspective, I understand this, and I understand that above all else, I am a fallible idiot. But what's the point of having a lock if you just put the key right there? Alright, Restless Draugr. Draugr Scourge! This guy's a little bit on the tougher side. Don't even try to road-ah me. I invented the road. Oh my god!
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
You know what they should do is pull a BioWare and just have every puzzle be a variation on the Tower of Hanoi. You stand no chance. Yvonne Draugr Scourge. Hell yeah. The chest is probably 500 gold. It's only got 17 gold inside of it. It's like buying a safe to hold your, you know, your pogs. These are going to be worth money someday. What's your opinion on grape-flavored apples? You know, I don't have an opinion on grape-flavored apples because I've never seen them. But I've been reading a lot. I've been getting into apples. Ah, okay, I see. These all turn then. I'm really into the Honeycrisp right now. Did you know the Honeycrisp apple was actually created in a University of Minnesota laboratory? How does someone get into apples? You know, it's a convenient snack that's got a lot of simple sugars. It's very useful after going on a long bike ride. Honeycrisp is the only apple I eat. Those are good. I love them. Pink Lady? Pink Lady is also good. I am pro Pink Lady here. Red Delicious is the worst? Red Delicious is pretty good. You are incorrect. Then this one's going to be on Snake. And then this one's got to change to Eagle, which it's already on. And then this one goes to Whale. Wow, WTF was he doing? I solved the puzzle, you jokers. You think I don't understand how to abstract and modularize a puzzle in order to identify its elements and then figure it out for myself? It's no problem.
I thought it high time I caught up with you.
I don't trust you, Tolf dear. I just stepped on a tree. Real sorry about this one, Tolf dear. You alright, buddy? I know you're the professor, but you might not want to stand there. Red Delicious are hit and miss. I agree with that. When I'm at the grocery store, if I'm buying Red Delicious, I'm taking my sweet fucking time looking at every single one of those Red Delicious, giving it a little squeeze, because you want it to push back when you squeeze on it. You want it to be firm when you bite into a Red Delicious. If it's mushy, it's just a disaster.
Keep it busy. I'll try to drain some of its power.
Keep it busy, he says. Alright, I'm keeping it busy. Keeping it busy. Alright, there, now attack it. This is one hell of a field trip. Yo, that was pretty dope, though. What's your opinion on straight bananas? Do they taste any different than slightly curved bananas?
Can you return to the college and inform Samus Aran of this discovery?
Samus Aran? What are the best fruits ranked? We've talked about this. I love ranking. I think there's so much, you know, fuel for conversation when it comes to, you know, ranking shit. Here's the thing with fruits. Some of the most delicious fruits are locked behind tough exteriors. Like a fresh pineapple is lovely, but it's very annoying to get to. That's why I think you gotta go with, like, you know, strawberries and blueberries. Admittedly expensive, but good for you, delicious when they're in season, easy to eat. Apples, I don't think they're anybody's, like, AAA #1 fruit. But, they're so portable, easy to eat. They keep for a long period of time, especially in the fridge. You know, they gotta be up there. Pears, I love pears. I love the flavor of pears, but they have a high variance, I think you have to admit. Some pears you bite into, it's like biting into a piece of bark or something like that. And some of them have just got just the right consistency. Same for plums. Mango is top tier. It is, but it's kind of hard to consume, right? It's hard to peel. You got to get a knife. Watermelon, I agree with that as well. Word of power learned. Ice, ice, baby. Cut the mango in 3 and then scoop out the insides with a spoon. I mean, I feel ya, but at the same time, I'm already on apple #2 by then. You know? The person with the apple's already increasing their efficiency, at the expense of the taste to some extent. Avocados are trash. Avocados are shit. Yo, chat, you gotta be on the West Coast for a while, okay? Avocados have their rightful place in the culinary pantheon. Have you ever eaten 2 apples in a row? Absolutely. Not on the regular, but on occasion I will. If I go out for a long bike ride, I eat 1 apple. Still feeling a little drained, I'll eat a 2nd apple. Doesn't bother me at all. Rank the popular fruit juices. Watermelon juice is my #1. Is watermelon juice a popular juice, though? I'm gonna be real with you. You don't want me to rank the juices that are popular, because I have a different opinion than most people, I think. I enjoy cranberry juice, which I don't think is rare. But if I had to rank them, it would be like grapefruit juice #1, cranberry juice #2, then apple, then orange. And then like significantly below that, grape. But it's only because, you know, I'm excluding watermelon juice because I don't think it's a popular juice.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several if you're talented.
It's this guy!
Don't even think about it.
6 gun away in a ton, 10 paces in turn just for fun, son. Apple is a kid's juice, orange juice is for men. You know, you're honestly buying into the orange juice syndicate at this point. Like, they have convinced you that orange juice is what professionals drink and apple juice is for children. It is just marketing. It doesn't exist in reality.
I trust that Toftir will provide a more specific...
I agree, by the way. This guy's being pretty rude. He's, like, still reading this book. We got, like, a freaking arcane artifact. And he's like, you know what? 50 Shades of Grey just came out. Yeah, someone in chat said I used to think orange is good or orange juice is good for you. That's the thing, is that the juice companies, they get you. They show like a ray of sunshine being bottled into a glass of orange juice. They go, oh, you know what? You got to be really concerned about your vitamin C. It's not like you accidentally eat like 10,000% of your daily requirement of vitamin C. It's like the easiest vitamin to get of all time. You know, better take 4 pills of it a day and make sure your piss turns like neon. You just eat the orange, man. You get the flavor, you get the fullness, and you get the fiber.
If you want them, you'll have to talk to Ortho.
That was a pretty impressive technique there. Here's my impression of this quest line in Skyrim. Hey, thanks for being told by this guy to go talk to me. Now I need you to go talk to somebody else.
You there. I have questions.
Oh, here we go.
I shall expect a full report when he returns. That sounds precisely like the sort of thing that should matter to everyone, especially me. Thank you for your help. You may go now.
This is like the dude, he's like a grad student, but because he's already got his bachelor's degree completed, he's like lording his power over me, the new student. Clean the pipettes for me, please. You wouldn't understand. You only learned the true secrets of biology in Biology 512. The 400 level classes contain nothing of value. As a kid, I drank so much apple juice I can't stand it, but apple cider is dope. Do you want me to blow your fucking mind right now? The only difference on a nomenclature level between apple juice and apple cider is whether or not it's filtered. Unfiltered apple juice is the same thing as apple cider. Go look it up on Wikipedia. A lot of this is just marketing. Cider has more of an earthy kind of rawness associated with it, and juice has, you know, freshness associated with it. Go look it up. Do the research. Stay woke. NL's educational experience was so different than mine. I'm just poking fun at some collegiate tropes while we're in the college here. Go watch like the roundtable plays from like a year ago where we played Action Hank, and I'm the only freaking YouTuber on planet Earth who's like, hey, college is like not only a good time but also extremely valuable, and the pursuit of knowledge is a noble goal. Everyone else is like, man, school's like jail. It's like a jail, but you didn't even get to do a crime to go into it, man. I have a great respect for the albeit flawed, still, you know, noble ambitions of the education industry. Jeez, don't remind me of that discussion. Little Desmond Little Desmond Giesling, you were not alive for that discussion. Is there any tips you can give someone who's going to college next semester? Heck yeah, man. First off, all the tips that you're gonna get are gonna be like about how to socialize. You can figure that out for yourself. Oh, leave your college dorm room open. Join a club. Yeah, you know, it's good. Get out of your comfort zone. The social aspect of college, I think, for many people is the easy stuff. The real, like, the value of college does come from that. You know, you do a lot of learning off campus. But at the same time, you know, you are there to get a formal education. The best advice that I can give you is go to class. A lot of people go to college, they don't go to class. I'm not talking about, you know, skipping like a class because you're sick or something like that, or, you know, one or two classes a semester or something like that, but people just go to college and then, like, don't go to any classes. They just stay home. Just go to class. That's it. Problem solved. Go to class, do your work, you know, work hard. You'll be fine. North America, I mean, we do have alcoholic cider, but when we say cider, generally we're not referring to alcohol. Most of the time, you're like, if one of my friends invited me over and was like, hey, do you want to try some of this apple cider? I would be like 60% confident it's not alcoholic. I would assume that he went down to the farmer's market and bought some unfiltered apple juice.